Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Crusader Kings III. We were rambling. I'm sure you're not surprised. We're going to be cutting it a little bit close on the stream, but that's okay. We're streaming a day late because I was so busy yesterday and I'm still behind on work this week because I had to work extra on another video and things came up. And life is really difficult. The microphone is a little bit louder than before. I bumped it up a couple notches. Some of you guys were saying it sounds great, but that is just a little quiet. So we got it a little bit louder this time, and we'll see how it sounds. Hey, will you play Medieval Dynasty? I played that game a couple months ago. For like a few days, I was hooked on it. It was really, really cool. I'll probably play it on the show casually on stream someday. I don't know. But England. We are finally not in a civil war. Now, something you guys let me know in the comments section is that if we go to, trying to do hotkeys. If we go to absolute crown authority, yes, there's a lot of little disadvantages. We might have a civil war and everything because people will get pretty mad about it. But rulers can designate their heir, which it says there. The person in the comments section was telling me that if I do that, it literally means I can just select my primary heir, like right now. So if my eldest son I don't want to inherit, I could give it to someone else. Assuming the person was correct, of course. Now, right now we only have one son, and I'm perfectly fine with him. He's actually incredibly talented for a 15-year-old. I guess next year we'll know what his education trait is, and hopefully he'll nail it, but he might be a really good heir. Do you prefer American football or English? Oh, like football or soccer, basically. Sorry, I'm Canadian. It is called soccer here. I understand that it's called football elsewhere. I'm not trying to make some kind of political statement on what it should be called or anything. It's what I know it as. Both are awesome. I don't watch either because I'm not into sports. I have more interest in American football because it's a turn-based real-time strategy hybrid, and that's cool as fuck. But both are great. I have no disrespect whatsoever towards sports. It's not my cup of tea. I don't find it super interesting to watch. But hey, look, our culture has discovered the fascination hereditary rule, and a new fascination can be selected. I forgot we were just about to finish that. Oh my god. I'm getting notifications of guests with claims. That probably has to do with hereditary rule? I don't know. But we can change our inheritance law now, which, good god, is that ever tempting. So if we go into... What was the menu for inheritance law? Does anybody remember? You like hold a body so you know when you die? Yeah, it is nice. Succession, here we go. Still can't change it to the really good ones. You have one or more powerful vassals who have negative opinion of you and are blocking all succession launching. Right, you need every powerful vassal to have a positive opinion of you. It's still an upgrade, so we'll work towards it. Vassals, what do you think of me? So this powerful vassal down here in Weiss has a negative opinion of me. Is he the only one? There's two. There's two with negative opinions. Now, this one is a known criminal who we can imprison, I want to point out. Can I can just imprison her? No, it's tyrannical. Even though, known criminal? Known criminal, and it's tyrannical? Oh, we've already punished them with imprisonment. We haven't punished them with revoking a title, it says. Oh, accidentally tabbed out of the game there. Let me try that again. No, she will not accept and will rise up against. Okay. I'm not going to bother with that right now, then. How old is she? She's 60. She's probably going to die. She also has a health penalty. She's in poor health and she's 60. She won't live long. We'll wait till she dies. This other dude, though, imprison and revoke title. I think we tried to imprison him, but it's looking unlikely. Yeah, it's a 7% chance of success, and I'd rather not cause a shitstorm. So... And he might not even accept to us revoking stuff from him. I'll leave it alone for now. It's not urgent that we immediately change that. You helped me so much play this game, so let me help you. If you have the trait that allows you to know when you're going to die, You can go to absolute authority right before you die and then pick your best kid as an heir. That is true, yeah. But right now, our eldest kid is actually our best kid. In fact, it's our only eligible kid. But he's also very talented, so I'm okay with him inheriting. If we, like, get another kid by then who's better, then I'll definitely consider that, though. And that's something to keep in mind for people down the line as well. Battlements? Right. I think we were talking about this last stream, right? So we could 15 years battlements. That's reasonable. And if we die during this, that's okay, because our heir is going to be really high learning as well, so he can keep the learning going at a good pace. This unlocks all early medieval fortification buildings, and the fortification rights feudal contract. Men-at-arms maintenance are down by 5%, which is not a ton, although we do have a lot of men-at-arms, so I'm sure it will be nice. I'm not going to complain about saving money. And if we go over to the Castle of London here, at that tech, we'll be able to upgrade. Yes, battlements is what's keeping us back. This will let us upgrade the castles themselves, rather than things in the castles. Please, could you reduce a bit slide notices of the game? Sorry, I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm not sure what the question is. Sorry. If you can give it to me in different words, I might be able to figure it out. Right. A keep or donjon. Oh, donjon. Do any of you play Age of Empires 2? They just got a new civilization added like a week ago that has donjons. I think it's Sicily? I think it's Sicily. Is Tower of London also battlements? It is! Oh, you know we need the Tower of London. Not only does it increase holding tax and development growth, which is huge. Holder of this has gain dread plus 30%, cool, and the fort level is nuts. It will be so hard to siege the Castle of London once we have the Tower of London. Ooh. The sound effect when you move between panels, what? Noise, what? Could you please reduce the bit side noise? Oh, do you mean you want me to lower the sound of the sound effects? That stuff? Alright, alright. See, this is where the polls come in, everybody. This is the polls. Let's do a poll for this. Let's do louder, quieter, keep it the same. Duration, 10 minutes, start poll. There we go. The poll's going in the chat. You guys do your thing. And we'll revisit that in a little bit. I set it for 10 minutes, but we'll probably check it early. Okay. I can ransom someone? It's decent money, but how much does he earn? Oh, he can pay more than that. Yeah, give that a little bit of time and he'll be able to pay more. Okay. I am happy with battlements then. And what was that castle upgrade I could do? More money, much more fort level and levies, and much more garrison as well. That's really big. It's a little expensive, but it's real big. Looking forward to it. Now that you mentioned the noise, you hate it? It's not bugging me at all. But I'll let you guys do your vote. Okay, I really do want Tower of London as early priority. So do any of these require battlement? Burrs, I think is how you pronounce that. Nah, they all require that. No, some of them require something else. I think those are a tech level above, though. Oh no, one of them is here. This is all early medieval military buildings. Ah, and then manorialism is the economic buildings one. Gotcha. Okay, okay. Those are some interesting priorities. Communal government, though, is in 15 years. What can I could do it in 7 years if I want to. Hold on, how close are we to our cap? Is our dev cap 20? I think it is. Does anybody know for sure? Public Works, 20. Fuck me. Okay, communal government it is. We need to get the cap back up. Then we can battlements. That sucks. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? Unpause. Okay, so we are in a war right now, but it's like some... okay, never mind. We aren't in the war now. Yeah, it was just like a peasant war in another country of an ally, and they didn't actually need our help. Who's our physician again? She's alright. Dev cap is for sure 20. No, the tower... No, we do need the dev cap. Because that's tech rate. The sooner we get the tech rate going, the sooner we get the other techs for the cool shit. We gotta outpace the other countries. If we don't have better tech than the Byzantine Empire, how are we going to fight the Byzantine Empire eventually? Okay, there goes our mercenary company we had on retainer. That's fine. We don't need them anymore. Oh, you know what we should do now that we have money rolling in, though? We could host a feast, lose a little stress, 200 bucks. Let's do it. There we go. We've cleaned up our stress. Byzantine Empire is going to crumble anyway. Wouldn't surprise me. It tends to explode pretty often, doesn't it? The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself in deep conversation with my sly brother, Prince What the Fuck Peoples. He inquired about my opinion on tax levels, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. Well, I would love to form a better friendship with my brother. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we just have better relations with our brother. That's great. We need more loyalists in the country. By the way, now that we're basically done with... I mean, we can get above the cap, I think, but it's super, super, super slow. Let's collect tax. How much will that be? That raises it by almost a gold a month. So that's like... so we're getting like 10 extra gold a year? If I switch to that? Is that worth it? Is that really worth it? 10 extra gold a year. Nah. Nah, let's keep going with county development on that one. Okay, what's this? While I was in the castle town with Wolfhild, her attention was caught by a criminal chained to the pillory. Lifted her head and made a show of ignoring the criminals begging for water. She'll keep the trait arrogant? Arrogant is prestige, although opinions of people is down. Has no problem with her sense of worth. I could teach her to be compassionate. I'd gain stress doing it. God, I hate being the teacher of the kids. Because you gain a lot of stress doing it. Or I could have her be callous. I'd rather she be compassionate, to be honest. It's a virtue to Catholics. Okay, hold on. What's she good at here? She's forgiving. She's getting an intrigue education. Who's her guardian? It is me. I really shouldn't be the one teaching her. I don't know how she wound up with me. Okay, well, first of all, you can be arrogant if that's your education, I guess. Oh, good. Good, good. We just lost a bunch of stress, and we have a reinvigorated friendship with our brother. Damn, maybe I should have taken the stress and made her compassionate then. Well, compassionate would get in the way of her job. I will definitely pass off her education, though. Yeah, sorry, kid. We gotta educate you with somebody who's good at this. Oh, fuck me, it's nobody. We don't have anyone good for it. What? You're forgiving! You're bad with intrigue! Why were you doing an intrigue focus? Okay, diplomacy it is. Diplomacy or learning. This guy can do diplomacy. There you go. And switch you to... Oh no, it still says you're good at... Why does it say you're good at intrigue if you're forgiving? Is it because you're rowdy? We'll see how she ends up. It's not that important. Maybe have the store convert culture rather than development or taxes? We don't really need to anymore. There's a little bit of Norse up there. How How long would that take? 4 years? Sure. We'll root out some of the Norse. Yeah, this is the House Wessex save. Feast is over. Gain some prestige, always good. What was this? Ransom? You'll pay 52. Nah, you'll pay more than 52. Call me again next year. You think I should do a cheap pilgrimage? I think I want to do a cheap pilgrimage. If you sort by the individual trait you're looking for, you can usually find people with better skills in my trait, in my experience. Oh. Okay, I'll keep an eye for that next time. Okay. Pilgrimage, minimum cost 115. I'll do that for 115. Once again, Church of Canterbury, I don't even need to leave the country to do it. It's really nice having a holy site in our country, even if it's kind of the least important one. Well, what is this? You'll pay 20. Oh, you're ransoming off someone I know, my niece. Yeah, sure, I'll pay 20 to save my niece. Oh, our son comes of age. Look at that. He's got a level 3 education in learning. That's good. So he's an astute intellectual. That's pretty solid. I'm happy with 3 or above. That's pretty solid. His learning is good, trusting, ambitious, just. You know what? He's actually material to be a pretty good leader. Yeah, he's pretty good leader material here. Now, he is a powerful vassal. He is not better than any of my powerful vassals already on the council, though. God, I can't wait to get rid of this marshal. He's a real piece of crap. He's also an Adamite, so he doesn't even like me that much. Betrothed to marry? Yes. Do it. You get a permanent trade if you go on a long or very long pilgrimage. Yeah. I might when I have a younger king in a more stable situation, but right now we can't drop the money. We gotta save up because we're gonna be dropping a lot of money when we get to the next tech level. Pilgrimage, a rude story. Passing campfire, one of my fellow travelers telling a story he once heard about some king, to raucous laughter. They all fall silent when I approached, except for the storyteller. Oh, don't mind, my lord. You're nothing like the knaves in this story. It's about the king of these lands. I'm the king of these lands. Okay, varied pilgrimage companions. Different opinion, different culture opinion up. That is cool for 5 years. Or I could just lose some stress. I'm actually at full... I have no stress right now, so... Oh, okay. 16... Nice. The poll's over. 69% of you voted to keep the volume the same. Thanks, guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it so people of other religions and cultures like us a little more for 5 years. We're a little more tolerant, and they're more tolerant of us for a while. That'll be good for global diplomacy. The arrival. I have walked the holy path. Get some piety. And get more piety per night by 2% per night. Like knight as in knights, like sword and shield dudes, you know? Okay, that's raising our piety income by like a whole point of piety a month. That's really good. And it bumped up our devotion level to devoted servant. Makes the clergy like us more. Good. And that'll help us get some money out of the Pope, too. More often. Don't forget about Constro. Don't worry, I could never forget about Constro. Good to be home. Pilgrimage ends. Good, we're back home. Call hunt? I'm good. We don't have any stress. Bought this game, but struggle with so many things. Any early game tips and tutorials? Well, there is an in-game tutorial that does an okay job. The game has a kind of like an encyclopedia thing. Right down here, it's F9. This is pretty helpful if you just need to find the nitty-gritty on something. You can search things and whatnot. But genuinely, just playing and watching playthroughs is probably one of the better ways to learn. It might be a little bit of a slow way to learn, but like that's how I learned Victoria 2, for instance. Just watching a lot, Googling a lot. There's frustrating times where you're not quite sure what's going on and why. Someone died in my prison. Eh. And, pay 50? Is that the value of that? Willing to release Constro. Oh, Yeah, I will pay 50 bucks to save Constro. Gotta save Constro. Seeing all these mediocre characters make you miss Alfred. He was literally the most talented person in the world when he died. It's pretty nuts. But right. Yeah, Googling is not cheating or anything. It's not one of those games you're expected to play without a guide, you know? Don't worry. These are grand strategy games. It's totally normal to need to Google questions all the time. That's not you being dumb. That's just how these games are, you know? Scheme at court. Someone's planning to kill my guest, Wolfhild. She's my guest. I don't care. I don't care if she dies. I don't even know who she is, really. I don't even know what that emote means. Is that day 9 falling asleep? Is that what that is? Or is that Majin Phil? Can't tell. The poll ended. Yes, the poll did end. I just talked about it for like a minute. I got a weird job. Now what is this? Low control. East Sussex. Right there? Bandits running rampant. Hey, get some control in there. Right, we don't need to be organizing the levy anymore. But MDB, the poll ended. The poll did end. Play with saves. Yeah, it teaches you to be too risky. But if you make a dumb, obvious click, you can always roll back. Personally, I'm an Iron Man save kind of guy, but play it however you want to play it. It's your game. Don't Google anything. Bing it. Legend has it. Yes, the poll did end. Okay. Open-minded, different culture opinion, and ignore negative culture opinion. Hell yeah. That's actually kind of nice. Because it'll make other people like us too. Oh, we can ask the head of faith for gold. Don't mind if I get a free 360 bucks out of the Pope. I'm sorry, we can designate our kid here. She's diplomacy and learning. Let's have her learn with... The Archbishop is like a genius. We'll have her learn from him. I wish I could repeat what Adam there just said, because it's really, really funny. But you know the metadata on YouTube is going to take it the wrong way. You know YouTube's going to take it way too seriously. But that's really funny. Sorry, I have a bit of a dark sense of humor. I'm sure those of you who have watched me for the last decade are fully aware of the shit I've been through and why I have a dark sense of humor. So just... Oh, that's funny. Popular opinion up in Lancashire. That's awesome. Country has a new neighbor. You might want to look at it. Oh, did it? Sorry, I didn't know. Oh, is it more Sweden? I have more Sweden on the border again? Did Sweden come back the very next day? Yes, it did. Oh no, that's a new country that's the same color as Sweden. That's awful confusing. This is... How could I possibly mistake this for Sweden? This is clearly Västergotland. I thought Gotland was over by, like, Sweden and Denmark. Isn't that over here? Isn't this Gotland? Yeah, that's Gotland. Well, Västergotland is over here in Cornwall. What's Sweden's troop count? Good question. It's probably still monstrous. 11,000 men. That is not counting their 1,000... Oh no, that is counting their 1,000 troops of allies. So, by themselves, 10,000. Good God. These dudes, on the other hand, don't have nearly as much, and they don't have any alliances. Could I just declare on them right now for that land? I could de jure seize that, and they are vastly inferior. You know what? I think we got a war on our hands, guys. This seems like an easy, easy war. Is this our closest castle? Right there? But right there still has some room. Okay. Okay. Let's get ready for an easy, quick war, guys. This is gonna be an easy one. They have no allies. We're not holy warring them. If we holy war them, they could bring in Sweden, but we're not. New translations. Oh yeah, we've done this event a lot of times. Yes, I will gladly start translating a book. Yeah, it's time to get out of these civil wars and finally get Cornwall. We haven't had that ever, and it's been de jure part of our land. Finally, we can get it. Okay, we gotta do the war first. Declare the war, de jure. There we go. Can I also... I would love to also get that bit up there, but we don't have a claim on it right now because it's in Wales. We need to create the Kingdom of Wales, and then we would start handing off the Kingdom of Wales if we did that. Don't worry about it. We'll get it in the future for sure, but this right here in Cornwall, we can definitely get that now. Only 1,000 prestige to declare the war. We can call allies, but I don't really want to. Yeah, I really don't need both of these. Yeah, just disband that so we don't lose money during this war. And there we go. Boom, we're sieging. They don't have enough supply here because this place is so rural. But we could probably hold out for the duration of the siege because we are a siege expert. And we have onagers to help speed it up. Oh, and our wife is pregnant. That's awesome. I'm having the notes from a translation of the Regula Pastoralis read back to me when, my lord, please forgive me, but did you fall asleep? Heavens above, this classic is a piece of absolute drivel. Do you know the county above the land, their land in Wales? I don't... Oh, do you own the county? Yeah, we do. It's not great. We're probably going to hand it off at some point. It's just right now we're not above our limit, so there's not really any need. We may as well just get that little extra bit of tax. Anyway. Lose $2, and it will improve the translation quality. No, I'd rather improve it significantly and gain the stress, because we can get rid of it pretty easy. In fact, can we do a hunt right now? We can do a hunt during the war? Hell yeah. It's pretty dirt cheap to do, too. How is your wife pregnant when she's gay? Gay people are still physically capable of having sex with people that their sexuality does not have them attracted to. That has happened through the vast majority of human history. Thankfully, we're in a day now where that isn't so required, at least in my country. You don't need to pretend you're not gay so much. But back in those days, it was more of a taboo. A lot of people probably tried to convince themselves that they're not gay. So, I would imagine it comes somewhere in there. More of a civic duty to have a kid so that there's an heir to the throne, rather than having it for fun, you know? You don't think that queen is fully gay? I think she is. It actually says. Homosexual, yeah. Bisexual is another trait in this game, but she doesn't have that one. Anyway. I must have scoured the farmland twice over by now and still no sight of game. No sign of game. Everyone except to me to return triumphantly with a trophy, but as things are looking, I will only return with shame. I could cheat it and purchase something. No, I will be humbly honest. Direct vassal's opinion of me will go up. I will come back empty-handed. I simply didn't find anything. There was a massive scare of the world ending in year 1000? I actually didn't know that. That's funny. Your wife has lizard skin. That is true. She does have lizard skin. We still haven't divorced her, though, because we're nice. New translation. Oh, God. I can take another 50 stress? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Are we at war with Sweden? No, but we're at war with a country that looks almost identical and is owning land that Sweden used to own, so I understand why it's very confusing. My translation of the thing is coming along, but one section of the version I'm copying from gives me pause. My scribes insist that the word on the page means as we hold 2 feet and sprint and spirits rising edges of hunter. What? As we hold 2 feet and spirits rising edges of hunter. That cannot be right, can it? Yeah. Okay, here we go. We have high learning. Okay, here we go. Oh, the meaning is obvious. Let me handle this. There we go. There we go. It'll improve significantly. Thank God for high learning. Whew. There we go. Siege 1. We have all the land we're fighting for, but they're not willing to give in yet. They own some other land, mostly overseas. Okay, well, in the meantime, while we wait, we'll walk over and siege their other place here. We got a ticking war score, though, because we own the land that's actually being fought over. Oh, here we go. Increase control. They lost bandits running rampant. Thank God. That trait sucks. Okay, that place is still in bad shape, though, so... yeah, the marshal's staying there. He's got to keep cleaning up the country. I can vassalize a countess. Who? Right there? Oh, shit! She's actually willing to just join us because she's a small independent country and realizes that she should... I'm her de jure leader and she should probably just join me to survive. That's awesome that you get notified for that now. Hell yeah! I will gladly accept that. We are peacefully getting that. We just peacefully got a county into our country. You do not get that often. That is wonderful. Check that out. We got Gloucestershire for free. What do they have in there? They have, oh, I'm clicking on the temple. I was gonna say, they have monastic schools. That's control growth. That's awesome. Okay. You know what? The castle's actually well upgraded. The castle has a special building. Opha's, I would say the word, because it's a regular word in English, but I know that the analytics are, or the metadata is going to think I'm saying a slur. Offa's fortifications, which is a long ditch flanked by a wall of earth, was constructed by the Anglo-Saxon king of Mercia to defend the borders towards Wales. This raised earthwork offers an advantage to whoever stands on the side of the wall, as any attacker having to fight an uphill battle from the ditch. So it's a building you start with that gives you a little bit of defender's advantage just because it's historically accurate to be there. How cool is that? They've also got a resin collector. Oh, they have a lumber camp here with a resin collector. Okay, so that's tax and building construction time. Hunting hound pens, which is a hunting grounds thing. That's cool. And a log forts. That's actually decently developed land, considering rural England right now is not well developed. Oh, hey, look, the enemies are actually coming in now to unsiege their land. We might have to go back and re-siege it again, and we'll go beat them up when we get there. We got a daughter! First name I see in the chat. We already have a Constro right now, and I want to name a firstborn son after Constro. Oh, wait, we already have a Zaryuz, don't we? Don't we already have you? I'm gonna give it a second for Zaryuz to let us know if we already picked them or not. East Francia inherited West Francia, so it doesn't exist anymore. I don't see Zaryuz saying anything, so... I'm gonna just confirm then. No, they died. A kid of Gamer Kenny, I think. Oh, okay, gotcha. You're back in the game. You have no traits, although as a 0-year-old, you do have a stewardship of 1. So you're already better with money than some adults. Okay, we're done the translation. We get an entire learning lifestyle point, which is the equivalent of 1,000 points. That's good. We get a whole extra piety a month for 10 years, and prestige, and clergy opinion. That's awesome. Hell yeah. So worth all the stress. Okay, we can take apostate, different faiths opinion up, and conversion costs massively down. And next we can finally get learning on the job, which is so strong. And we're like halfway there. There we go. We just sieged another one of their lands, took some prisoners, and we're marching right back to go kick their ass.